Good evening. A warm welcome to State of Business Art TV's Prime Time News Bulletin. You're with me, Rukshi Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Cremation of Most Venerable Professor Vimala Ratanathero to be held on Thursday. Fuel prices likely to go up following elections, says CFO of Brandix. And today on top stories, the cremation of the Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura and the former Anunayaka of the Kotte Shyamupali Mahanikaya Kalyani Samagri Dharma Maha Sangha Sabhava, Most Venerable Professor Bellanwila Vimala Ratananayaka Thero, will be held in Sri Jayawardhanapura University grounds on Thursday. Born on 14th April 1942, Vimala Ratanathero entered into the order of Buddhist monks at the age of 13 under the guidance of Venerable Bellanwila Somaratanathero. Vimala Ratanathero continued his studies at Mulligoda Pravachanodaya Pirivena and Ratmalana Paramadhamma Chetiya Pirivena and received a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Kelaniya. In 1972, Vimala Ratanathero received a master's degree in Pali language from the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura. Vimala Ratanathero also obtained the doctorate in philosophy in 1980 from the University of Lancaster, United Kingdom, and was also conferred 2 honours degrees from the Universities of Pali and Sabaragamu in Sri Lanka. During the past 60 years, Vimala Ratanathero has worked determinedly for ethnic harmony and reconciliation. As a respected academic, he was known for his eloquent Dhamma readings. He was also a well-known Dhammadutta, having travelled to many world capitals to spread the word of the Lord Buddha. Venerable Thero passed away on Saturday at the age of 77 while receiving treatment at a private hospital following an incident at the temple. Chief Financial Officer at Brandix Lanka Limited, Hasita Premaratna, says that the central bank has stabilized itself and has led global markets to believe in Sri Lanka's economy. During an exclusive interview with our television, Premaratna also made the following remarks regarding the central bank's monetary policies.
The central bank running based on economics and the economic fundamentals. We've seen in the past so many times that the decisions on central bank policy, especially on the monetary policy, were influenced more by political and more the sort of the requirements of the political parties. But here what we are seeing more independent central bank running its monetary policy based on market forces and the fundamentals of economics, which is good for the country and has gained a lot of investor confidence. If you look at the investors who have come in for the bond markets in Sri Lanka, as well as the outlook of the ratings have also been upgraded or at least given some positive light due to this. So this shows clearly that central bank has stabilized itself to run more independently in the last few months under the guidance of the new governor. More importantly, I think that has led to markets believing in economics and sort of you're expecting things to move in that proper direction. So I think 2018 will take that to the next level in my view, especially if you look at the interest rates. We've seen the interest rates coming down during 2017. 2018 we may not see a significant drop in interest rates, but we may not see an increase either. So we might see interest rates moving in a very narrow band and staying somewhat flat at the current levels.
Speaking further, Hasita Premaratna also noted that there can be a possible shift in fuel prices following the elections.
What is more important is the oil, because oil prices which were expected to be in the range of $50–55 per barrel level has gone in closer to $70 per barrel level. And hopefully it won't cross 70, but it will stay in the 60 to 70 range in my view during this year, which is something that is challenging because it's not yet factored in the domestic fuel prices. So after the elections are over, there can be a possible shift and a change in the local fuel prices. There can be upward adjustment in the fuel prices, which can have an impact on inflation. And in the meantime, of course, oil prices can create more pressure on other macro factors like the exchange rate as well. So inflation, I think, not significantly go down or go up again. It might stay at the same levels, or slightly reduction can be expected during certain parts of the year.
See you after this break. Welcome back. On the instructions of President Maithripala Sirisena, the AB21 Jaffna Ponnale Point Pedro Road from Kankasunturai to Point Pedro was opened to the public from yesterday following a 27-year closure. The road segment has been closed since the 28th of June 1990. This announcement was made by President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday, who was addressing a public meeting held at the Jaffna Municipal Grounds. Addressing the gathering, President Sirisena stated that reopening of the highway stretch will reduce a distance of 50 kilometers for the people who are travelling from Kankasunturai to Point Pedro. Speaking further, the President also pointed out that the release of lands for the displaced is about 75% complete and the remaining tasks in this respect will be completed speedily. An IPS survey recently revealed that Sri Lanka has been performing well at the primary education level and significant policy gaps exist when it comes to secondary and tertiary education. According to the survey, only 35% of the age 15 and above population has completed upper secondary education in Sri Lanka and only 13.3% had completed tertiary education. Meanwhile, the Labour Demand Survey conducted by the Department of Census and Statistics has found that nearly one-third of first-time job seekers coming from university or other higher education institutions are poorly prepared, primarily due to lack of job-specific skills or competencies as well as soft skills. Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped 7.92 points to close at 6,512.54 and the S&P SL 20 dropped 15.31 points to close at 3,736.64. The turnover was 848.2 million rupees and 26.2 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at today's Forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.